Boys, am I audible?
Ah,
Yes, ma'am.
ah,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we'll start with the class today. Okay, in the last class, I think I've given a brief introduction about what is SIM and what is M codes and what is G codes, right? In today's class, we'll directly go with some of the basic codes. And today's class, I'm going to give an introduction about some basic codes and give you the block format of how to write a program, right? How to write a simple program. Is it clear? So, to write down the simple program, right? I'm going to only pick some of the useful G codes. Just a second. Sorry, can I class you? ಸುಳ್ಳ ಬ್ಯಾಚ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದು ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಲ್ಯಾಬಲ್ಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಓಕೆ. ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಯಿತಾ? ಓಕೆ. Okay, we'll start with the basic G code, G00. What does the G00 code means? Boys, G00 means
positioning.
G00 is positioning. In simple terms, we call it as rapid traverse. Now, assume this is the tool. Okay, this is the tool. Assume there is this phone is one cylindrical object. Okay, now the tool is going to do a turning operation of removing 2 mm thickness, right? It is started from here. Okay, it has done the turning operation. From it will start moving from one end to the other end, right? So the tool will move from one end of length. This length will be 50 mm. Okay, and diameter, assume it is 50 mm, right? So it's going to basically move from one end to the other end, right? After it has removed 2 mm, the tool again will revert back and go back to the home position, right? Did you understand? See, this is the tool. This is my workpiece. The tool is coming here, is removing 2 mm along the surface of the workpiece. After it is done the operation, you're not going to bring the tool back in the same position. What you're going to do is you're going to remove the tool 2 mm above again. 2 mm means 2 mm above, again go back to the home position. Are you following this? This movement from the after the finishing position to back to the home position, we call it as rapid traverse. Basically, in rapid traverse, there is no removal of material that's going to take place. Is it clear? There is no removal of material that's going to take place in the rapid traverse. Am I clear? Boys,
Yes, ma'am.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? Okay, so let's see what the command says. When the tool is moving to a position preparatory to execute a cutting motion, or when it is moving to the tool change position, the motion is generally a waste of time and executed as fast as possible. This motion is called rapid traverse. Is it clear? And the time taken to execute this rapid motion is also called as air cut time. Now, what we have to learn is whenever you're giving G00, okay, we have to follow this format. This is called as the block address. Usually, we give it the general G code will be G00, X, and Z. X is what is X? Can you see the sketch? Whatever dimension in Y, usually if you take the coordinate system X and Y, right, usually the Y will be represented by X in our most in our sim programming, right? And whatever was in x direction will be taken as z. Am I clear? This is in z axis, this is in x axis. Usually this will be in x axis, this will be in y axis, but this is z axis, this is x axis. This side of the z is positive, this side of the z will be negative, this side will be positive, this side will be negative. Am I clear? The format will be followed by x. If this is the x 20, z will be 10. If I'm giving this block to get it done, to do the rapid traverse portion, then I'll give x 20 and z 10. Am I clear? Did you understand the format for rapid
Yes,
traverse?
ma'am.
Oh. Now he's given, let's move on to G01. What is G01? It is linear interpolation. G01 is linear interpolation. Interpolation means the tool moves along a straight line in one or two axes simultaneously at a programmed linear scale. Is it clear? When it moves in a programmed linear scale, we call it as a G01. That means the tool is just gradually moving along this workpiece, then we call it as G01. The format for G01 will be G01 followed by X block followed by Z block along with feed. If you see in G00, there is no cutting work happening here. There is no stock removal. There is no removal of material here. But in G01, there is a removal rate of the material. Therefore, we need to give some feed, right? We'll give some feed specification. So this feed specification will have to be mentioned in G01. Is it clear? So the general block format for G01, if you see here, uh, if you take any examples of here, P1, P2, P3 is given, right? So you give G01, X distance is given as 20. Can you make 20? X distance is 20. Z is you're just moving 0.00. Okay, z is moving in minus, sorry, z is been moving in minus 10, because I told you in this direction if you're moving it is minus 10. Z is minus 10. Feed will be zero point 0.2. Is it clear? Feed will be zero point 0.2. So this will be the general format when you're giving G01 command. Is there any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Boys, do you have? No. Now I want you to copy this format, block format of G01. I want you to copy the block format of G00. Keep it somewhere, because without these we cannot write a program. I want you to write the format for G00. I want you to write the format for G01. If you have copied, you please let me know. Because when I'm asking you to write the program, these commands should be useful for you. Once when done, please say done so that I can move forward. Why is it taking so long to copy down? Copied?
Done, ma'am. Done, done, done.
Shall I proceed? Okay. Now, next we'll move on to what is G02.
Clockwise rotation.
G02, I'll show you the thing. See G02. Can you see this? Clockwise rotation. Very good. G02 is moving clockwise rotation. G03 is counterclockwise rotation. Now I will take this workpiece, right? So in G02, that means first you will bring your tool from here. You will define your intermediate coordinates of the points, right? So you're going to define them as P2 and P3, right? So this P2, first you'll bring your tool to P2 position, then give G0 2, because this is clockwise motion, 0 G02, give X dimension, give Z dimension. Intermediate, I will be coordinates for X and coordinates of the starting point. X will be the coordinate of the center. Then K will be Z coordinate of the start point, and Z will be the coordinate of the center. You will define all these terms, right? After defining the terms, the tool is going to come here, do the operation in the clockwise from P2 to P3. It will do the operation and again go here and stop. Suppose if I give G03, then what will happen? It is in counterclockwise direction. That means first the tool has to be called here, then you're going to give coordinates P3 and P2 along with x-axis dimension, along with z-axis dimension. You're going to define and give the clockwise motion, give the anti-clockwise motion from P2 P3 to P2. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
G02 and G03 is basically used uh, when you're using circular interpolation. Circular interpolation can be done in two ways, one clockwise as well as in anti-clockwise. But when
Excuse
you're
me,
writing
ma'am.
the commands for yes,
Could you please explain I and K one more time, ma'am?
INK. I is, see, it will have 2 points at that point. I will be start of the coordinate point, and again uh, x start and end of the coordinates. For example, if I write here, when you're defining for I, in the place of I, you will define it as 2 comma 5, right?
Yes, ma'am.
In place of K, you will define it as some number I'm giving random, 6 comma 2 or something like that. You're going to define. That means one will be the coordinates of the center, one will be the coordinates of the start point. This this two will be the starting point here, and 5 will be the coordinate of the center point. Of this center point, it will be the coordinate. Is it clear? Similarly, for
Yes.
this, 6 will be the start of this point, and 2 will be the center point. Am I
Yes, ma'am.
clear? I will be the coordinate. You can just look here in the x direction. Sorry, in the x direction, it will be the coordinate of the start point, and the next point will be the coordinate of the center point. Is it clear? Similarly, when you're defining for k, it will be z. In the z axis, you were going to define the starting point, okay, and you're going to give the center point. That means this center and this center will almost more or less will be having a close number. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
There, while writing a program, again there will be certain variations, but to understand the basic block format, I want you to remember this. Okay, G02/G03 XZIKF. Sometimes in our programming we don't use IKF. In X and Z only we define them. So make sure that you represent them, but you should know the block format for this. Okay, can you please write down this? It is there very much in the manual. Why I'm writing, making you write in a piece of paper is which comes in hand while you start writing the program. Have you copied? If you have done, please let me know. If you have copied the See here also it's given. It's a relative distance from the arc start point to the arc center. Have you copied?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So next we'll move with, we have something called a command as G97, right? So G97 is basically for constant spindle speed, right? So usually when you use G97, immediately you will give a spindle speed value and you will give M04. What is M04? Once when spindle rotates, what you should have?
Feed.
What you'll have? M04. What is M04?
Rotating spindle counterclockwise.
Boys, once when the spindle rotates, what you need to give? Huh?
Speed, RPM number.
ಸ್ಪಿಂಡಲ್ ಆನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಸ್ವಿಚ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? No, when the spindle rotates, what is M function? M04 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು?
Motor.
I asked you to come prepared with M04 and all, right? Can you see here? Can you see this? Spindle on. You have to decide whether define whether spindle is on. After defining a speed, you need to even define the spindle, right? Spindle speed, whether it is counterclockwise or if you're giving it in clockwise, it will be M03. Are you clear?
Yes, ma'am.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? M function.
Yes, ma'am.
If it is in clockwise, you'll give M03. If it is anti-clock counterclockwise, you'll give M04. Okay. Then tool change, right? T naught will be the constant term. You can give any value 3003, 203, 103. It is the first tool change, we give 101. Second tool change 102. Third tool change we give 104. Why do we need this tool change operation? Why do we have to define the tool change? But why do we have to define the tool change? Are you answering? I'm not able to hear you. Is that so? I think now I have to call your names and ask, why do we need to change the tool? Can we use one tool only for all the operation?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. For operations like for drilling, turning, taper turning, threading, phasing operations, we need to define, you make use of different tools. So as and when we define different operations, that will be indicated by the tool change as well. So we need to make a code of the tool change even in our programming, right? So basically, if you look at your program structure will always be followed by, when you're executing on the system, right? It has to be followed by hash character. I think somebody needs to mute the thing. I don't know. Varun, can you please mute? Varun, I can listen all your. Okay. So first we need to introduce this percentage character. Second line is the program number. Usually it will be 0235 or something like that, or you can leave 2, which actually means 2345. You can give some number for your program. And the last line of your program will always be ending with M02 or M30, end of the program, or machine off, right? So these are the commands we need to use, right? Block numbers add clarity to the program. Tool radius compensation, when I'm teaching you threading operations or something, I will teach you the tool radius compensation. Now what I'm going to do is, uh, for taper turning operations, what is G90? It's the command which we use for, boys, when do we use G90? Okay, first I will do one thing. I asked you all to come prepared with G codes and M codes. How many of you have come prepared? Luckily, nobody said it is taper turning operation. It is single
Tapering.
cut turning cycle, and G92 is single cut threading cycle, right? Single cut turning cycle and single cut, G92 will be single cut threading cycle. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, when we have to give taper turning, the G code we follow is G90, followed by the X direction, followed by Z direction. R will be the taper amount, how much is the taper to be mentioned, right? And next will be the feed rate, right? So I think in your EME classes you have calculated the formula for taper. What's the formula? Our formula is here. Start of the cut minus the diameter of the end of the cut by 2r. This formula in the EME classes, when you're studying taper turning methods, you would have studied there. Starting diameter and the taper turning diameter divided by 2r. This is the formula you need to calculate and substitute here, and then give the feed rate. Is it clear? I want you to copy this entire thing for taper turning operation. Was there any doubts here? Was are you taking down? Boys, are you sleeping? If the moment you have taken down, you should let me know, right? Copied? Done, ma'am. Okay. Others, Rohan, copied. I'm going to ask you to write the program now.
Done, ma'am.
Sumuk. Okay. Hope all of you have copied. See now, here I've there. Can you see this example? Shall I make it big so that you can see? See now, here they're doing a taper turning operation, right? So taper turning operation, now they're taking almost x, this length is 65. Okay, so they've taken they've given an allowance of about 2 and they have taken 67 right? X they are giving as 67. Z they are moving first turn, they are only moving it to plus 1, that is on the other side it is moving plus 1. That means if the tool is usually here, it is you're calling the function for x67, x67 and z plus 1. That means the tool is from here to here, it's moving plus 1 here and going back here for x67. This is only rapid traverse. That means in G00 there is no cutting operation taking place. So first, to position the tool, you give commands as G00, x67 and z plus 1. It is not minus 1, z plus 1. It is moving away from the axis and it's moving upwards. And for x67 you're positioning the tool here. Now you're giving the command for G90. G90 is taking the cut in single cut. So basically G90 you're giving. G90, it can be used for taper turning or it can be used for normal turning also. So for when you're giving it for taper turning, this operation is for taper turning. So first you're giving the x coordinate distance. X coordinate distance is 65, z is 50, z 50. Now you have to calculate for r. Now starting of the diameter is, how much is it? 65. Ending of the diameter is 70. So 70 minus 65 by 2 times r. R will be this radial distance. Can you calculate and tell me how much you're getting?
0.05.
0.05.
05.
Right here it is minus 2.5. Hmm. It's 2 times L only. I'm very sure with the formula. Maybe there is some mistake here. In the formula, it's also it's 2 times L. It is length is 50. So 2 times 50 will get 0.005 only. So here you will mention it as minus 0.005. Is it clear? So you'll mention here feed is taken. What? How much of a feed? Since usually for taper turning operations, our feed will be always less than, you can give always 2 meters per revolution or something, you can give less. Is it clear? So it will be always less. Here we have given as 0.25. Any doubts here?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Next, phasing cycle. Phasing cycle is basically you're going to bring about this this operation along the surface of the material. So what command we use? G94. Going to give the values of x direction. You're going to give the values of z. Then you're going to give the feed value, right? So this is very simple. So you need to copy down these commands as well. For G94, you're going to give the x direction. X will be this distance. Z will be this distance. And feed, you're going to give the feed value. Here also first we'll have to use G00 for initial positioning the tool. Then you're going to use the G code for it. G94, G94, X70. This is X70. Z will be minus 3. First you're moving it away. Sorry, Z is minus 3. From here to here it's minus 3. You're moving it. And feed is 0.25. Then copy this as well. Have you copied this? Voice copied. Boys, when I'm asking you to write the program, I hope you don't make any mistakes. Rough format for everything for turning and phasing. First, you need to use the G00, then the G94 command. This will be the usual protocol that we need to follow while we're doing the programming for SimLab. Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Guys, okay. So next, we'll move with tool phasing. This is phasing cycle. Next, tool phasing. Tool phasing is also again when you have to use the R component here. Moving from here to here, right? So when you're using the R component here, that means when there is a taper, same thing. We have to use the R component here. The format will be again the same thing, but here we will use an extra R component when we are doing the when we are doing a phasing operation, which has a taper on this side also. This R component will have to come, similar to phasing operation, but for taper turning, we'll bring about R component here. R is again the difference of the major and the minor diameter divided by the length. Shall I move on? Threading cycle and all, when I'm doing the threading operation, then I will explain about threading operation. Now, what is this scan cycle? Boys, do you have any idea of what is scan cycle? What is boys, assume that I'm doing a turning operation along this specimen. Okay, I'm doing a taper turning, I'm doing a turning operation along this specimen, right? If I don't use a can cycle, right, so what will I have to do is, first I have to call the tool, give the feed. After giving the feed, I'm going to give the feed rate. I will give you, assume I'm giving about 2.2 mm as a feed rate. After I've given the feed rate, from here to here, it will do the feeding, it will do the turning operation. Now after it stops here, again I'm going to call it back. Again it is going to do a rapid traverse, go to the home position. Again I'm going to call it here. Now I'm going to increase the feed rate by point, given the increments of 0.2. Next I'm going to give it as 0.4, right? So it will again do the turning operation. After doing the turning operation, again I have to move it away from the tool, ask it to go back to the home place. Now next, if I have to, I will give the specified dimension is not required, so again I'm going to give in increments of 2. Again 0.4 means 0.4 plus 0.2 will be 0.6. Again 0.6, do the turning operation. Again revert the tool, again ask it to do the rapid traverse, ask the tool to go back to the home position. So this process usually is little tedious, because every time you need to ensure that the tool is away from the workpiece so that it does not damage the workpiece. So for all these precautions have to be taken, and we feel this process is a little tedious process. So to bring about a better process, what we do is we make sure that we make use of this can cycle. What is a can cycle is? A can cycle is a single command that executes the whole machining operations that requires repetitive tool motions. The cycle typically consists of few blocks with data defining areas to be machined and some cutting parameters. The coordinates of the individual tool motions are determined automatically by the machine controller and the motions are executed. An operation that may require tens or even hundreds of blocks of programs can be written in just few blocks. Basically, G71, when we are using stock removal in turning, we use G71. Whenever we need to cut down the entire steps, we make use of these can cycle commands. We use G71 when we want to use for turning operations. We use G72 when we want to bring about the phasing operation. When we want the pattern to repeat, then we make use of these G73. Then when we want to have the call for all of these, we need a finishing operation, right? Then we make use of these G70, right? So this one G76 is basically for threading operation. We'll come back to it when we're doing it in the respective classes. Now, first, what is turning cycle? G71. G71, this cycle generates the shape of from a cylindrical raw material which cuts along the axis. The cycle definition as a part shape, depth of cut, finishing allowance, and other and a couple of other parameters, right? So basically all these formats will be well defined within the command G71. See, can you see, this is the toolpath movement of it. This will be the toolpath of movement of this. So first the tool will come in the first version, the tool will come like this, it will move, then again it will go, again it will go, again it will go. It is taking the complete the control structure of your workpiece, and it will do the operation whenever you use the can command G71. Is it clear? Usually going to define the depth. Once when you define the depth, based on that, the operation from this end to this end, it is going to repeat completely on its own once when we make use of these G71. Okay. Okay, but let's look at the format for writing G71. Okay, so G71, you write first G71 UD. Okay, what is UD? Depth of cut radius value, and you have R, retract amount. It's basically the radius value. Depth of cut, u will be depth of cut. Why we are writing in bracket is it is depth of cut. The radius value we need to enter. Next, r is the retract amount, how much it has to be retract from the workpiece, we give it as a radius value. Next we have p. P is the block, how much of block numbers you want to repeat, right? So you need to mention the block numbers, number of first block of the shape, and q will be the last block of the shape, till how many commands you want to repeat, right? So you're going to give the number of first block and number of the last block of the shape. Okay, then you're going to give the finishing allowance in z. F will be the feed rate. So basically this command I want you to master it, because for all the operations we will be using this. Boys, are you copying down? Very important code from your perspective of your sim lab. Was Voice done. Miss, can you hear me? Okay, Varun said yes. Has everybody copied?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Now let's look at this example, okay? So this example I've quoted here, which is mentioned here, is G00X49, okay? And it is Z5. Why X49 means the maximum diameter of the specimen is 39. We want to give it a certain allowance, so I'm calling the tool away from the workpiece. So I'm first calling X49 and Z plus 5. So the tool is somewhere here. Now I'm going to call the command G71. G71 is the CAN cycle when we have to use for the format is given here. We know that. So you're based on this format, it is the rough cut cycle. So for the rough cutting cycle, I'm giving the G71 command. You're giving ud is nothing but depth of cut, so you're giving the depth of cut is 3, right? And what is r is retrieval amount. Retrieval amount is when you after every cutting operation how much it should move away. So retrieval amount here I'm giving is at 0.5. Usually every time, most of the time, we make sure that it is almost zero point 0.5 only. uh, okay, so you can usually maintain this point here. Then after that you're calling G71, that is the second step in your G71 cycle, right? So up to which block number to which block it has to work here. Like you would have given n block numbers, right? In your programming, you, if you observe, you would have written these n block numbers. So I want the first block number is n10. I want to repeat the cycle up till n20. So I'm giving the number of the block, that is p as start of the block will be the 10 and end of the block will be 20, q20, right? And what is u is basically the finishing allowance that you're going to give. Finishing allowance, usually we make sure that it should be very less, so I'm going to give point 1 1.0, and w will be finishing allowance in z, so that is also should be very less, so I'm going to give that also in point 0.5. And f will be the feed value, so you can give in the feed rate of point 0.2, so I'm going to give the feed rate of point 0.2, and then then write the program of what is the operation that it is going to take place. Like it is going to go through G0, it's going linear interpolation, then it is going through circular interpolation, then it is going through circular interpolation in clockwise and circular interpolation in anti-clockwise, then it is going through linear traverse, then rapid traverse, and you are stopping the program, right? You're going to give a rapid traverse here, right? So this will be the structure of the program when you use G71. Any doubts in using the G71 command? Do you have any doubts? Boys, any doubts? Shreyas, have you finished? Shall I move forward? Okay. Now, next, how to define the finishing cycle. Finishing cycle is basically to have the finished on the surface of the material. Usually finish cycle for whatever blocks of command you've given G71. Same thing you're going to mention G70. Again, whatever blocks you're calling for G71, same block number. Like in the previous case, it was P10, Q20. Q will be allowance in the X direction, W will be allowance in the Z direction, right? So you're going to name, this will be the format that will be used for finishing turning cycle. Is it clear? Was clear? Any doubts? Ignore the disturbance, concentrate on the class. Yeah. Well, shall I proceed? Well, shall I proceed? These are the set of typical J codes and N codes which I've given here. G00 will be rapid traverse, G01 linear interpolation, G02 circular interpolation, G03 clockwise and counterclockwise, G04 dwell, G20 will be hinge per unit. Please concentrate on these commands. When you have to give inch per unit, you have to give G20. G21 when you have to give for metric unit. Usually we make use of this metric unit G21. Is it clear? Then you have G28 for automatically zero return. After every operation, it has to go back to its home position. For that, we call it as, we make use of G28 for automatic zero return position. Is it clear? Then you have G32 for thread cutting in single motion, G40 for tool radius compensation cancel, for tool radius compensation left, G42 for tool radius compensation right. When we're doing red threading, we'll discuss about all this. I already discussed about G70. G70 is basically for finishing cycle, G71 for stock removal in turning, G72 for stock removal in phasing. And then when you want to repeat the pattern, we make use of G73, G74 for peg drilling, G75 for peg drilling. This is in Z axis, this will be in X axis. G76 for multiple threading cycle, right? So when we want to use G32 a single motion, G75 is when you have a multiple threading cycle, G90 single cut turning cycle, G92 single cut threading cycle. Then you have G94 single cut phasing cycle. Then you have G98. This will be feet per minute. This command also we can either use G99 or we will use G98 or 99. Is it clear? I'm going to, when I'm writing the program, I want you to tell all this. Is it clear? Then when you have constant surface speed, we'll make use of G96. Then you have G97, constant spindle speed. Then we have M codes. M codes are basically the mission codes that we use for the machine. So M00 will be for program stop. M01 will be optional program stop. M02 will be program end. M30, if you see, will be the end of the program. M03 spindle on, whether it's in clockwise, whether there if you have selected the speed of the spindle in clockwise rotation or anti-clockwise rotation, depending on that, you will choose spindle on in clockwise, and M04 for and counterclockwise. M05 for once when you need to go for the tool change, then before the tool change, you need to mention it, spindle M05. Then give M06 for tool change. Once when the tool is on, you need to give coolant on. Once when you stop the tool, you need to give coolant off. That is M09. So if you have to call for sub programs, usually this will come in the case of when we are not using canned cycle, we'll make use of this in the sub program call and end program. So but we'll leave this because we're using cycles only with canned cycle, right? Now I'm not going to go directly with the problem. So what I'm going to do is, But I'm finding it difficult to draw here. So you can take down the dimension here. This is simple step turning operation, right? So this dimension from this here to here will be 50 mm. This will be 10 mm. From my next class, I'll make sure that I install paint and I'll make it more better. Mm. This one I'll make it as 30 mm. This one will be 20 mm. This I'll keep it as 20 mm. This will be 10. So now, first part of the programming, I want you to write the coordinates. Can you write the coordinates? Now I will put my Y scale on this side. Okay, not to confuse you, I'll put it here only because that's how we have been practicing. So this will be Z. Just start with this point. What will be the coordinates? It's usually x comma y. So it will be z comma v. Sorry, this is x. What is this coordinate for this one? Boys, what will be the coordinates? What will be the coordinates, boys? 0, comma 50. Correct? Am I correct or wrong? This will be minus 30, comma 50. Correct? This will be minus 30, comma dimension is given as 10. What will this coordinate be? Minus 40, comma 10. Boys, any doubts here? No. Okay. 50, comma 10.
Minus 50.
30, 40, 50. Okay, minus 50, comma 10. Correct. Minus 50, comma 10. Now, before we actually go back to the programming, first we will understand how, when we are using the G71 cycle, how the operation happens, right? So, what is the usual procedure? First, you will going to call. You can either use G28 or you can use uh, G00 only. You can keep positioning the tool after calling the tool here. So first the tool will come here, right? After it's coming here, I've not done the phasing operation. So usually you will give the phasing operation. You will give the z will be 0. Okay, and x will be how much, 50 mm, you will give the phasing operation. So the entire cycle, the phasing operation is done. Then the tool will come here. Now first you will call the tool to this coordinate. First, usually the workpiece will not be like this. If I have to draw the blank, if you can understand better, the blank will be like this. It will be a big blank which is here. So first you will call the tool here, right? So it have to go through several cycles of operation till the diameter gets reduced to 50, right? After it's got reduced to 50, that the tool will come here, right? Then you're going to do the what which command you're going to use, G01 or G02 or G03. What is the operation it has to do? Boys, what is the operation it has to do? So if you're not going to respond, I'm not going to continue with the class. What is the operation it has to do now? After lunch, all are feeling sleepy. You just understand the basic concept. Next class will continue with the programming. Now just answer my question. What is the operation it has to do? Whether we're going to use the command G01 or G00 or G02 or G03. G00. Why do we use G00, Rohan? Can you tell me first? You're already calling the tool after the entire phasing operation, after it has undergone some stock removal, it has come to the dimension of G of x50, right? Now I want to do the operation, I want to reduce. So what is the operation I will have to do? Using G01, you would have brought the workpiece, if it is like this, you would have reduced the diameter to x50. Then what is the operation you will have to do? If you, I'll be looking at the word and be asking question. Until unless you answer, I will not get to know. Shiv, what is the operation it will use? Which command are we going to use? G02. Is there a circular interpolation there, Pavan? Look at the sketch properly. Is there a circular interpolation there? G01. We are going to use G01 and do the linear interpolation till up to how much, distance in the z direction, up to -30. So it is going to do use the this one again. It will take in depths. You can give some pattern fixing or something in some increment. It will take the operation. So from 50 to -30, it will do the operation, and again tool will stop here. If you want, you can use the G28, ask it to go back to its home position, or again from here only you can call the tool here, right? So again from here to here means how is the operation being done? That means this entire block has to be removed. That means this entire diameter, or that is in the x direction, from 50 to 10, from this distance it has to be brought down, right? So this direction, this distance. So first what you're going to do is you will actually, in the real structure, this the turning operation will go from here till here till here, but we have started from here. So instead of this, I should have given a sketch like this, then it would be better. So it's okay, we'll see. So what you're going to do is you're going to first finally remove this block of material, bring the tool from here, then again by doing so you can see up to 20 mm also this entire operation would have reduced to 50 -50 comma 10. Am I clear with this sketch? You can copy down for this sketch with you, And for the same thing, we are going to write a programming. I'm going to give the initial block commands. With that block commands, you're going to use first without can cycle only you write, then you write with can cycle. We will discuss in the next class. But what is the general structure for writing the program? So first we will give block numbers. Okay. First I always told in the initial program we will give a percentage and we'll start the program. Usually we will start the program by using n05. We will always give n block numbers, that is the number block numbers in increments of 5 and 10, so that in case if there is any addition we can add in, as if you have missed out some number, some steps in between, we can just add the numbers. So we'll start first with n05. Then I'm going to give G21. What is G21? What is G21? Metric or incremental? What is it? It is metric unit. Is it clear? We are going to use G21. Boys, I'm expecting an answer from you while I'm writing the program. And what is G99? What is G99? See, if you're doing this is the case, then simply I'm going to give the program and ask you to write the program, execute it. What is G99? Feet per revolution. The next block N10, it will be G28. What is G28? What is G28?
Return to 0.
Automatic return to reference point. Reference point will be x0, z0. So it will automatically return to reference point. So what is that reference point? X, I'm going to mention it, x0 and z0. Is it clear? Next line of the command will be, I told you usually block numbers will give in the increments of 5. Next block number will be n15. So what will it be? Now I have to name my tool, right? So basically for naming the tool, you're going to use after n15, you're going to give m06. What is m06? What is m06? Tool change. Okay. When you're giving the tool change, when it is the first time of calling the tool, you're going to give T0101. Is it clear? 101. Then after this step, again, I'm going to call N20 and I'm going to call M03. What is M03? We have called for tool change. Now next, what we have to think about?
On.
Tool start hmm?
Spindle on clockwise.
Spindle on clockwise. Okay. Next, you will set the speed for your tool. Speed can be S1000. Okay. After the spindle on, again we have to also include what is the other command we have to include. We have to include the coolant on command as well. So I'm going to give the M08 as well here. These block lines are usually the standard block lines which we need to follow. Okay. Then you're going to go for the first positioning. You're going to give N25. Okay, N25. After N25, you're going to call G. I'm going to call rapid traverse G00. See, what I want you to do is I want you to write for this, but please make sure this will be the coordinate. Okay. Once again, wait. First, do you have any doubts with the sketch? This entire length is 50. I'm sorry, this in x direction is 50. This x dimension is 10. This z dimension is 20. This z dimension is 30. I want you to write the coordinates. Use either G00 or G01 and write the program. Okay, and update it in your classroom as a first step. This will be the first part of your block command that you need to write the program. To repeat, I'm telling you again, what is G21?
Metric unit.
Metric unit. What is G99?
Feet per revolution.
Feet per revolution. Next it will be G28, automatic
Zero return.
return to reference. Next M06 will be tool change T1001. Then after tool change, you need to call for the spindle speed clockwise, spindle rotation in clockwise S1000 and coolant on. Now you will call N25G00. You need to position it. What will it be the position? If I give G00, X will be, here my dimension is X50. So maximum dimension of my in the X direction is X50. What will be Z? I'll give Z as 1. Did you understand how I gave this rapid traverse? Boys, did you understand this command? I'm calling the tool so that it is away from my block, so that it does not disturb my block or disturb my raw material here. Is it clear? So X50 means I'm calling it X55. Z plus 1, I'm calling my tool here. Boys, did you follow? Next, if I have to write the program, next I will give, I'm not going to write the complete program. Now I want you to help me. What is it? G01. I want the linear interpolation. G01. So G0, G01, G01. What will it be in X direction and Z direction? After here, I have to call the tool here, right? So it will be X0 and Z0. After that, N35, it will be G01, G01. So I have to call the tool here. So it has to go here. So how much is the dimension? It will come here, right? So it has to take this entire portion has to get removed. So how much? So X10, so X will be 10, Z will be, what will be Z? 0 itself. X10, Z0. Next, N40, what is it? G01, what is it? X will remain 10 itself. Boys, are you following? X will remain Z itself. What will be Z? Minus 20. Boys, this is really disgusting. Are you at least give me some positive hopes, whether you're following or not following, or whether you want me to stop, we'll continue in the next class. Ma'am, you're not following, I'm following.
Ma'am, could you explain a program first, like an example? Because we're not understanding anything.
See, up till here is the general format for writing the program. We need to define the metric unit. We need to define the feet per revolution, automatic reference for the point, and tool and change. These will be the general structure.
That will be common for any
After that, we
operation.
need to write the coordinates for any program, any operation, at least initially for the first few programs.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
you will have to write the coordinates for your structure, for your sketch given to you. Then you will use, since it is a simple command of using only linear interpolation, you're going to use G01 and mention those coordinates and complete the program. Is it very difficult?
Ma'am, the diagram
First, I
itself is
call the
confusing.
tool at X55 and Z1. This diagram is confusing. I
Yes,
made
ma'am.
it clear, right? Still, it's confusing.
Yes, ma'am.
This dimension is 50. This dimension is 30. This dimension is 10. This dimension is 20. Still confusing? Boys, you've studied sim. Come on, you cannot tell that we cannot follow this sketch.
Ma'am, in Sim, they didn't teach us the programming part. Sir was supposed to teach, and he said he'll take it, and then all these final round of tests and all came up. And I was in B2 for the previous class. So Sriganesh sir also said he'll take it from first, the codes and all. It's the same for everyone, ma'am.
Actually, if I look for the programming, I'm starting only today. I've just started the
Yes,
programming
ma'am.
basic
But
concepts. That too, what
you,
and all you want, whatever required, I've taken only them. I have
yes,
not
ma'am.
taken everything to confuse you. I've taken only what is required for basic programming structure. To start the program, I've taken the basic things and I've started the program.
Yes, ma'am. It's just, could you explain an example program like
What
this
about
particular
other?
problem? Could you explain the first to last?
First you write, first you learn the step turning. First you learn, then we will go back to the worked examples or solve problems. It's not about going and explaining. You should be in a position to write your own program, right?
Yes, ma'am. It's just we learned,
You
even
should
we
know the
learned these
format
G
of using
codes.
different
You
codes.
gave an introduction to the G codes today, so yeah, it's a bit confusing for us to cope up.
Today's G codes was confusing, is it?
We need some time to cope up with the G codes.
Have you taken? You need some time to cope up. Okay, then I'll stop the class. I've given you the format. I want you to go through the complete format
Yes, ma'am.
and come prepared in the next class. Is it clear?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
can
So
you
today's
please,
attendance, I'm just calling out the.
ma'am, can you upload
Yeah,
the lab manual in
can you
the
please?
classroom so that we can refer to the
Yeah, I
G
will do.
codes and M
I
codes
will do.
for the
I will.
next
I will.
class?
I will. I will. I will upload the class
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the classroom.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so
Thank you, ma'am.
quickly, if I have to call out your attendance list, this attendance list Siddharth Sridhar. Siddharth Sridhar. Siddharth Sridhar absent. Subramanya Shivam. If you don't answer
Present,
your
ma'am.
attendance, I'm marking you absent. Okay. If you don't answer your attendance, I'm marking you absent. Sumuk. Sumuk. Tiru 059.
Yes, ma'am.
Ulas.
Present, ma'am.
Vidyan Prakash.
Present, ma'am.
Vivian Varun.
Present, ma'am.
YP Power.
Present, ma'am.
Ranveer. Ranveer. Danush. How do we pronounce this? Dayanesh.
Yes, ma'am.
Dayanesh.
Yes.
Ma'am, Dhanush took
Gunasagar.
permission from the HOD, sir, ma'am.
Okay, ma, I'll look into it. Gunasagar.
Yes, ma'am.
Meganta.
Present, ma'am.
Prajwal.
Present, ma'am.
Megantha. Raskin.
Rasik Baran, ma'am.
Rashik Baran. Shiv Krishna. Shiv Krishna. Shreyas L.
Yes, ma'am.
Srinivasalu.
Present, ma'am.
Yogananda. Yogananda. Kiran R.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, finally in today's class, I think Siddharth is absent. Then Ranveer is absent. Dhanush is
You
absent.
didn't call my name.
What's your name?
Shiv Pawan.
Shiv Pavan. I've given you attendance. Don't worry. Okay. Shiv Pavan, but it's only YP Pavan. Shiv Pavan is not mentioned in this group, ma.
Yes, ma'am. I'm year-back student.
Okay. Shiv Pavan. Can you give me your USN? 1BY16, is it? 1BY16 ME?
1BY16 ME 054. ma'am.
054. Okay. So Shiv Pavan, Dhanush is taken permission. Daikesh is present. Dinesh is present. Gunasagar is there.
Yes, ma'am.
Megnath. Prajwal R.
Present, ma'am.
Shiv Krishnan is there. Yogananda is there. Okay, Yogananda, Shiv Krishnan, and Subramanya Shivam. Okay, then with this, I'm stopping the class. As a part of assignment, I want you to write a simple program for the sketch and for the dimensions I've given. You can take a photo from your mobile and start writing program for that. Okay? Until
Yes,
unless
ma'am.
you make an attempt, you will never learn to write a program. So first, even if it is wrong also, make an attempt. Next class, we will discuss the program in detail. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, can you share the link of the classroom, ma'am?
It's already put in the WhatsApp
No, ma'am.
group.
Last week we
You've
were
not
in
reached
B2
it, is
batch,
it?
so we joined
I will
Sri
put it.
Ganesh sir classroom. That's why.
Okay. Boys, if somebody else who's there can give them the link, right? I'll repost in your class group. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you then.